Matty and Renee. At number 19, it's Damien Leith and The Night of My Life.
Is your backstage pass. Big day out. The list backstage at the Big Day Out 2007.
My Chemical Romance. What's going on, fellas?
Hanging out,
Smoking a cigarette.
really actually smoking cigarettes, drinking Diet Coke.
Well, let's jump into a serious question first off. Now, is it true you guys formed a week after the 2001 September 11 attacks?
That is very true. More or less, it's not so much when the band formed as when I think a week later I had made the decision to make a difference. I didn't like what I was doing in my life. I wanted to make an impact, a direct impact, and stand for something. And so I wrote a song, and I decided to start a band, and I made some phone calls, and that is very true.
We asked the girls, of the list, the hair question. Come on, Gerard.
Right.
I know you don't like talking about your hair,
Right.
but all the girls want to know about your hair, so
Okay.
you tell us.
Well, what do they want to know about it, you think?
Okay, going peroxide
right.
and then dye.
Right.
What's the story?
Okay, well, it takes a lot of bleachings to get it that white. Really, it was a form of method acting that was used on the record, and it worked because we also all looked very ill and sick at the time. And beyond that, I decided to kind of take it into what we were doing with the start of the Black Parade as far as launching the record. And then after a while, I felt very much not myself in a bad way. And I just checked into a hotel in Portland, and I was spending a week there to write, and I dyed it black. I'm back to normal.
Okay, what about Bob's hair? What about your hair?
Just does what it does.
Can anyone else smell Parmesan cheese while we're sitting here, or is it just me?
Yo, there's some weird-ass smells happening around here now.
Only happens backstage at the Big Day Out.
Somebody's eating something pretty funky.
We're going to check out your latest single,
Famous last words.
and then when we come back, we're going to talk about what you're going to name your first child.
Oh, I've got that already.
Yeah, I know. I've done research. It's Matty and Renee live backstage at the Big Day Out 2007 on the list. My Chemical Romance, Famous Last Words, as we are live backstage, Big Day Out, first one for 2007 with Mikey and Bob from My Chemical Romance. Hello.
Gerard and Bob. Mikey disappeared.
We've hung out with Mikey a couple of times, and now the guys hate me because I said Mikey. Whoops, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
Stuffed
fine.
up,
Yeah.
and it's Maddie's first Big Day Out.
I don't mind the comparison or confusion.
Now, let's just get away from that while I feel like a dick. Let's get onto firstborn children. Now, Gerard, you want to call your firstborn Dracula?
Because I think it already gives the kid a head start, and I think it's just a great name. How about you, Bob?
I think I'd call my firstborn Jack Bauer. Badass.
Also a name that gives a head start in a lot of ways. Jack Bauer Breyer.
Wow, that kind of rhymes. I like that. Now, okay, a fun question. Clothing, what are you guys into? What are your brands? I had a girl email me.
You know, seriously, we just wear junk.
Oh yeah, well I just take whatever's free.
So let me show you these jeans, right? I got these jeans when we started tracking the Black Parade. I haven't taken them off. So you see that, and then the whole crotch has been redone because it's been blown out. And a tie I found in Japan, a cheap shirt. I think part of actually what's cool about us is that it's just stuff we found, thrift store or cheap store. Just throw it on.
I have a quote. I love my quotes, Jared. You've got one that people say to you they don't know whether you're gay, straight, or a space alien.
Right.
So what do you say to the people who ask you about that? Because obviously you're very
Right.
comfortable with who you are.
Yeah, I'm really, and I'm completely straight, and that's fine with me. I'm so comfortable with my sexuality that I think it's okay to act like a fairy sometimes.
What about you, Bob?
What was the question?
Gay, straight, or space alien?
I'm just gonna have to go straight. I think that's there's a few other things that could probably describe it, but that's the best one.
We're going to check out Welcome to the Black Parade. It's the title track off your album, The Black Parade. People get it mixed up around the other way sometimes. Tell us about it.
Well, it's the one song that really kind of encompasses the spirit, the fighting spirit of the record. It's about claiming destiny, which is really a lot of what the record's about. It's about getting through the hardest times, and it's like a rally cry. It's an anthem, and it's probably one of the most fun songs to play live off the record. It's very empowering.
The list backstage at the